Greetings, I'm Jason, and welcome back to the House of Cog. So, as I mentioned previously, we were in talks and trying to find us a brick nose Ford. Specifically, if possible, to find an 88-year model, because in all my old videotapes, that's what they always said the Bigfoot truck was an 88 Ford, 429 under the hood, or it had a 460. Today, if everything goes right, we're going to be picking up one. An 88 F250 HD four-wheel drive with a 460 and a C6 transmission. Found it on Facebook Marketplace and picking it up for a pretty dang good price. So it's supposed to have a few body issues with it. It's not supposed to have any rust, but the engine runs, transmission works, four-wheel drive works. Door's got a ripple in it, and I believe a fender has a little bit of an issue, but those are small things that we could easily take care of. But just wanted to say thanks to Joe Glover, who is the president of Syntax BOP, which is the car club that Prue and Piper and Phoebe and me and Lori are in. He is allowing us the use of his truck and trailer, and he's going to go with me to go get the truck. So thanks to Joe, and yeah, let's go get it. So we're on our way. I'm not sure what town we're in, but we just got rear-ended. Fortunately, the trailer didn't seem to sustain any damage, but we did just so happen to stop at a beautiful service station. Old-fashioned lights. Now the sign over there is broken, but this is a humble station. Very pretty. Inside, they've got really old pumps. Beautiful station.
Dad been riding up there?
So, just about to get there. There it is. So, we here. The truck looks good. It's got a moonroof. Wasn't expecting that. But, I mean, yeah, it'll work just fine. Looks good. Four-wheel drive. Engine starts and runs good. Yeah. This is going to make a good truck. It's actually pretty tall already. It looked kind of tall in the pictures, but it actually looks taller in person. Decent toolbox. I think the frame was fine. I was a little bit concerned about it, but I think it was just the hill that it was parked on. But yeah, it looks good. Tires look good. So yeah, we're gonna make this deal happen, and we're gonna go from there. But it's looks great. So we're gonna go over and meet Joe at the school. There we go, first driving the truck. I know Lori's gonna want me to say this, but yee! There you go. Seems to drive pretty nice. They said that the ECU on it tends to cut in and out. So that's going to be something that we're going to have to look into, but I was just planning to take and convert it to carburation, so don't really even need to worry about that. Let's see here. It is so dirty on the windshield. Crap, we just passed it. All right, here we go. We're going to pull in here. Don't mind us pulling into the exit only side. So Joe, Jake, and I are just looking the truck over. So the title situation is a hair on the if, but it's something that we can easily deal with. But for the money that I paid for this truck, it's, in my opinion and in their opinion, pretty well worth it. The parts on this truck alone are at least worth what I paid for it. Seems to drive good, as you saw previously. The toolbox, planning to ditch the toolbox coming up, but it doesn't have the rear tank. It was supposed to, but I mean, again, that's not that big of a deal. Believe that's the step bed. Just need to put the insert on it. Hey, it's got a hitch too. I didn't notice that before, so that's a plus. So we were spying some trailers, and Joe and Jake were saying that, you know, if we find a trailer or a boat, we might just take and get a big drop hitch and put my truck on his trailer and pull it all together. So yeah, big old land train. But as expected, the door panels aren't in the greatest condition, but honestly, they'll do fine for right now. The push button start is an interesting situation. But as they were saying, or rather the gentleman that I was talking about said, the ECU is hit or miss, cutting in and out. But again, I'm just planning to switch to carburation. So that's really not going to be that big of a deal. So, this is kind of cool. The color me weird, but I'm kind of liking the Performance 460 decals I got on here. But in the overall scheme, that's not a plan. But as me and Joe and Jake were talking, the wiring under here is a mess. So we're definitely going to start by getting rid of some of this crap. But yeah, overall, it starts and it drives. And like I said, well worth the money that we paid for it. I didn't check to see if the AC worked, but I mean, even if it doesn't, I mean, we've got all the stuff to fix that. But Joe, Joe and guys, what are y'all's thoughts?
I like it. I think it's, you know, for the money, I think it was a great buy. And you know, it'll be a fun truck. It's got some little things here and there, but it gives it character. I really like it, and it sounds great. Yeah, it definitely does. It does sound good.
So this is going to be our truck that's going to help us move our projects here and there on the House of Cog. So we're just going to keep checking this thing out. We're going to get it loaded up on the trailer and go from there. A little bit too wide for the trailer at this moment, so we're trying to do some modifications to the fender over there. Really, it's just a removal mod, and we're going to see if we can then get the truck up on the trailer. So right now we're trying to get it on the trailer, and we had to take the fender over there off to pull it up, and now went to starter and absolutely nothing. So we're trying to check battery connections now, trying to see what we can do to not clean them up, but rather get them tight, and then we're gonna just try to go again. Well, she is on there, if only barely. But we're loaded up. Just putting a little extra air in this rear tire, and we're going to be getting on the road. All right, you guys. Well, it's about 6:45 a.m. coming up on 7 o'clock here in Cedar Park, and So, just one last look at the truck. I'm going to start cleaning it up this morning. We have all the things back here. So, I found some Copenhagen and beer bottles and all that fun stuff. So, interesting fact. So, I think I mentioned that where I got this truck, the previous guy who had the truck was a tow truck driver. Anyways, he had a bunch of tow straps in the back of here, a really big one. I think I got a picture of it, but I'm glad that it was there. We had to, as you saw in the previous clip, deflate the front tires because the truck was so long. It enabled us to get it just a little bit further onto the trailer and help keep it in place while we towed it home. But yeah, I got my faithful Schumacher battery charger that I've had since 2009 hooked up, and it's charging the battery. So we experienced the ECU issue yesterday when I went to start the truck. After we got it off the trailer, it didn't want to start. It started up fine on the trailer, got it backed off, and then it didn't want to run. And then so the battery started to die, waited a few minutes, gave it another go, and she started right up. So I'm gonna get her cleaned up and probably move some of the cars around in the driveway, and gonna get Phoebe ready to go in the garage here. Gonna get Phoebe ready to go into the garage, and then take and move the shuttlecraft back to the back, and then probably put the truck where Phoebe is sitting, and then start getting her stuff ready. Like I said, get the truck cleaned up and start working on getting it sorted for getting it inspected and registered and getting it ready to go out there and be successful in this world. But at any rate, with that being said, the House of Cog wishes you Kapla. Till next time.